because we shot it in such a short period of time. I wrote it, and Jennifer produced it, and we did that during a 3-week period of time. When we found out that we had some money, before that money went away, we wanted to make sure that we got things going in a hurry, so she got the production together. She got all the actors, dealt with the Screen Actors Guild, dealt with the crew and hair and makeup and the crew and all of the locations and all of that kind of stuff. And I wrote during that time, and I wrote it, and I helped her also with locations and stuff. And that took 3 weeks from the moment that we knew that we were going to make a movie. I said, okay, well, I got to write a script, and you start getting the crew together. Until the time we finished the movie, it was 5 weeks, five-day weeks, and we shot 12-hour days, and we shot. We never went over 12 hours, and we shot 5 days a week. And
you'll see we have a very special end credit sequence. So if you can, stay for that and enjoy it and watch it. It's quite different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, we are pushed for time, but we're going to go ahead and get any questions. Oh, yes. Right at the back. Right. Always is right at the back.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Biehns, for coming here. I have one quick question. Michael, do you think you would ever be able to do RoboCop versus the Terminator and restart the script from scratch and bring Kyle Reese back into the story from the beginning? Thank you again for coming.
You're welcome. Well, the problem, I would guess, with something like that is that you're dealing with other people's material, and I don't own Kyle Reese, and I don't own RoboCop, and so when, I don't know, but by now, I mean, the company actually that made Terminator went bankrupt, and that has gone through a number of different companies that own the company, and who owns Kyle Reese at this point, I don't know. But I think Fox owns it, and so you know, I get asked a lot of times, like about aliens, people wanting to put Hicks back into Aliens, and them having scripts and so on and so forth. And I always have to tell everybody that, you know, I'm really the wrong person to ask, because you know, I don't have any approval. I can't make anything. I don't own those characters. Those characters are owned by the companies that made the films. But I own this motherfucker. Yeah.
Thanks very much for coming here.
You're welcome.
I just want to ask, out of all the great films you've been in, which are you most proud of and why?
Well, I have, throughout my career, I've played a lot of good guys and a lot of bad guys. And my favorite bad guy is Johnny Ringo, which is, I had a lot of fun with him. I thought he was pretty fucking cool. And my favorite good guy is Kyle Reese from the Terminator, because he was not just this like fighting machine, but he was this lover at the same time. So that made him cool.
Okay, we have a chap jumping out of a seat here.
How you doing, Michael?
Good.
Jennifer, hi. I'm over here.
Yeah, see.
Do you think that you could have made this movie maybe 12, 15 years ago, or has it been a gradual thing? You know?
No, I don't. No, I couldn't have made it 12 or 15 years ago because of the technology of you know, digital cameras and so on and so forth. And I mean, I could never. That's what I tell the kids these days. Mostly is like, you know, they ask me about making movies, and I said, well, you can just go out and make them yourself now, because they got cameras now, the 5s and
They've got the red one,
the little ones. 5Ds and 7Ds.
iPhones.
Yeah, I mean, you can just go out, you can cut stuff yourself, and, you know, get on Final Cut Pro and that kind of stuff. You can make your own movies now. You basically write it and stuff.
But regards to the experience, is it would that have been a gradual thing through the years?
Oh no, I think
to direct and.
No, I think that I could have done this 10 years ago. I do.
Directing wise.
Directing wise, I think I could have done it. Yeah.
So, what directors kind of influenced you, apart from the ones you've worked with?
Well, you know what? When you say influenced me, you won't see any influence up there because I'm just like grabbing shots, you know. When you work, we do 45 setups a day. So that means, you know, I do a shot on you, and then I move the camera close up. That's it. That's 2. And then I go on 3, and that masters 4. And we're doing 45 setups a day.
But if you guys
And
are movie buffs, there's a lot of nods and winks to different directors.
There's a nod in here too. Well, actually, there's a nod in here to Fincher. There's a little bit of a nod in here to Stanley Kubrick. There's a little nod in here to Jim and Cameron, and Robert Rodriguez obviously inspired me to make this movie, and Quentin Tarantino. That one's very obvious, and also Clint Eastwood is very obvious. So those are guys that I like. I also love Martin Scorsese, and you know, it's hard when you start getting into it. You know, there's so many guys that are so good. What's the guy who did The Wrestler? Aronofsky. I mean, when I saw his stuff, I was like, you know, just, you know, totally blown away. And I mean, Spielberg to me is, yeah, I know, but the one that he did, Spielberg for sure. I mean, Spielberg is like, it's just unbelievable. This stuff. I think that. Schindler's List is like in my top 5 movies of all time, and you know, Wolf of the Cuckoo's Nest. You know, there's just so many guys out there that were so good, and I don't think there are as many now as there used to be. The 70s, 80s, 90s, you know.
Hi, Michael. I was wondering, were you pretty annoyed about being excluded from the idea and concept of Alien 3, and if so, were you pretty pissed off at the way they just cheaply got rid of you and used your likeness in the picture and you died in some crash or something, you know?
Usually when people ask me what I think, usually when people say what, you know, what do you think about Aliens 3, I say fuck Aliens 3. Standard answer. I was at a 25th reunion, and I was there with Jim and Sigourney and everybody, and somebody asked about Alien 3. Yeah. She was like, well. She's cool. She was cool about it. You know, I don't know. Who knows what went down then, you know, but I actually got paid kind of handsomely to get killed off. It's a long story, but I ended up getting paid.
You can pay for it.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. So it all kind of worked out in the end. And as a matter of fact, you know, I was in like one of the 2 really good ones, you know, and the other 2 are shit anyway. So another one, see, I like Fincher, I don't like him. I like Fincher, I don't like him. You know, whatever. See, I used to be mad at Fincher, you know, but you know, now that he's such a big star, maybe I'm hoping he'll put me in one of his movies. So now I'm doing like little, you know, you'll see in the opening sequence. In the, you go, well, that looks a lot like. So anyway, go ahead. Anything else?
Hi, Michael.